Toppo versus Vegeta. Surpass even a god. Vegeta's desperate. I really do not like that drawing though. I do not like his eyes like that. Though somebody did tell me that Vegeta's eyes are done as a way, as a memorial to Bulma or something like that, the character or whatever. But I know a very unfair opinion, a very unpopular opinion, but his transformation, he doesn't look badass anymore. I mean, I'm looking for, this is my boy, dude. Like, there's kind of a hint of evil in him. He looks cute. He looks cute, like a Sonic the Hedgehog. Like if Walt Disney got to Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans. Anyways, guys, so double recording here. One for YouTube, one for Patreon and everything. That was the latest episode of Dragon Ball Super. And I wanted to just get into my review of it for people on YouTube and such. And so they're not left out and I don't have to record and the enthusiasm is gone. Just want to let you guys know what I thought about it. But if you do want to see the full reaction, it is on Patreon. I will probably not do a highlight version of it for this particular episode, mainly because of time restrictions. But as I was telling Patreon early on, I'll probably make it free. It'll be available on Patreon, but it'll be free to download for everybody to check out. And if anybody wants to take the full file from Patreon and you want to put it on your channel, you put it on your edited version, put the edited version on your channel or whatever, by all means, you have every right. I'm giving you guys every right to do that. If you want to give it back to me and put on the channel, I'll do that as well. But just time restrictions don't allow me to really dive deep into spending 2 or 3 hours. It's already almost 1 o'clock now. Anyways, the review of this game, I thought it was dope though. I thought it was cool, and that shit was so funny with Frieza. Frieza was talking mad shit, dude. Like, I'm starting to root for the dude. I'm starting to like this dude, but he was mad. He was talking mad shit, and it might have a lot to do with the fact that I used to hang with old Japanese ladies that would just talk mad shit like that all the time. So it was kind of nostalgic for me, like oya 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 oya, like just talking mad shit through a rock at Toppo and shit. Was like, I think I was a little confused with that play at the end. Probably one of you guys will clarify that for me, but I assumed Frieza threw a rock at him. It was still talking mad shit. But then after that, Android 17 was talking about, sorry about that, I was looking for an opening or something. I might have missed something, what have you not. So, anyways, I thought that was dope. And that was actually one of the better fights. Even though, you know, luckily one of you guys clarified it for me on Twitter. Make sure you follow me at @AKASAN. I'd appreciate it. That's where I get all my information from nowadays. One of you guys clarified for me on Twitter because I was kind of mad that they spoiled it, this episode, with the title of God of Destruction and all that. But one of you guys clarified for me that in previous episodes during the original pre-trial, sort of, that first trial tournament that they were doing, that's the way Toppo was introduced. He was actually introduced as the candidate. I think Jiren passed. Jiren passed on being the candidate for the God of Destruction, but Toppo was introduced as the person who's next in line for being the God of Destruction. I'm not exactly how that lineage works and shit. And remember that other rumor about there's a universe where one person even passes, has the power to pass the God of Destruction. So I'm curious. I'm really curious how all that shit works. It is kind of interesting, and I don't think we're gonna get the chance to really dive more into Toppo's mentality, because, you know, in all honesty, yes, let's not be coy about it. Toppo was kind of corny as hell with his Justice Flash and all this justice talk, right? So I'm actually kind of curious as to get more into his head I wish we had more time where we could have a side story and kind of really get into his head about how he really came to this decision to like throw it all away and just become the god of destruction, I suppose. Justice, like as he was saying, justice is useless right now. Frieza was talking mad. I can't get over that. Frieza gave no fucks about that. And he was like, shit, I've seen this power before. I can do it with one hand. And then he was like, I said I can do it with one hand. No, I can. This means nothing to me. Like, I was like, say it with your chest out, Frieza. Other than that, some of the physics of this match are starting to get way out of control now. Like rubble in the air, I guess, still exist. As I mean, it's space. I guess it makes sense. It's just like, wait, what? At this point, like I get it. I mean, there's still a stage, so I guess it still makes sense. It's kind of interesting though. Imagine having that on Dragon Ball FighterZ. But overall, I thought this all was fairly interesting. Anything else that happened in the episode that I wanted to point out? Captain Crunch transformed into his final form, destruction form. Frieza went back to his old form, and Vegeta and Goku, they're dragging that shit out with Jiren, but understandable. I was also thinking if I got a Incredibles outfit, do you pass as the Justice Squad or whatever they're part of? Oh shit, man. I think that's about it. All right, guys, that's it for both of these videos. Like I said, I'll put the full one on Patreon in my Google Drive, and feel free to take a look at that. I'd appreciate if you take a look at that, and we'll take it from there. All right. I'm out of here, guys. Take care of yourselves. Peace. Peace.